I want to do another chit chat video, and I really don't know what I'm gonna call it, but I'm just gonna start talking. So, can we get real? Like, can we be real for a second? You know, just for a few moments. Can we just be open and honest and real? So, I am 25 years old. 25. And I felt like I have been through a lot to be 25. Like, I have went through unnecessary things, I feel like. And it must be what we're talking about at church that is really making me reevaluate and just look at certain things. Where I live now, I have no friends. None. I don't hang out with anyone. I don't do anything. It's just home, YouTube, work. That's all it is. Sometimes I would like to do more, but then sometimes I don't. And I think that has a lot to do with my personality and just how I'm made. So, if you work in the social work field or social services, you are constantly dealing with other people's issues and other people's problems, and sometimes you can drive yourself crazy. It can make you feel crazy. And when I was in grad school, I thought I was like bipolar or something. Like, I just knew something was wrong with me. Something had to be wrong with me. And a book that we use for diagnosis and learning about how some of our kids or our clients are made up is the DSM, which holds like all the diagnosis, and it gives you the criteria of how you would meet those diagnoses. I'm no psychiatrist, I'm no doctor, but doing an assignment in grad school opened me up to the personality disorder section, and everything that I have always researched in college has been like autism, ADHD, ADD, OCD. Like, those just are my research areas. And I did a paper in college on OCD, and I don't have OCD as much as other people have it. It's not that bad. It's kind of like a very, very mild form of OCD. But I came across the OCD personality disorder, and that really fit with me. Like, that really spoke to me. And the more I read it and the more I looked at things, the more it has seemed to fit me. And just looking at that and looking at how I was raised, well, not how I was raised, but looking at some things that I went through in my childhood and just in life, I think has really shaped who I am. I really had no friends growing up. Like, in elementary school, everyone is friends. I mean, everyone is friends. And once you hit middle school, that's when shit gets real. Like, that's when everything changes. And that's when a lot of my friends changed. I was a very skinny child, very small. And I think around the second or third grade, I started to pick up weight. So then I became the fat kid. And everyone picks on the fat kid. Like, back then, we had bullying, but it ain't nothing how it is today. Because back then, you got picked on if you was black, if you was fat, and if you was kind of poor, like if you wore bad clothes. That's what got you bullied. And I was the fat kid, so people would always pick on me and stuff like that. And I really didn't have no friends to talk out to like the 6th grade. And those two people who were my friends then are still pretty much my friends now. And so just going through that, like not having no friends, and the people you thought were your friends who would talk about me and pick on me and get in like groups. Like, I had cousins, like my cousins and my neighbors would team up and just talk about me to my face with me sitting right there. And I want to say my cousin, she used to live behind me, and my neighbors, one day I was at my cousin's house and we were playing, then all of a sudden, I think it was the day before school. Yeah, the day before school, they started picking on me and calling me fat and ugly, and was pushing me and was saying like they wasn't my friend. And I ran home. Like, I really did. I hate transparent right now. But anywho, they would pick on me all the time. And then like a lot of my other cousins, because I didn't have friends, and my dad didn't like people to come over to the house, and we couldn't go to other people's homes. And I really understand, you know, why that was now. But anywho, my cousins were my closest friends. But my cousins would be the main ones who would talk about me and, you know, just do me so wrong. And I never understood why until I got older. And like, I don't consider myself to be the most beautiful person in the world, but I know I'm not ugly. And that was the main reason why a lot of people didn't like me, and a lot of people tried to really kill my self-esteem, was because I was attractive. Like, I was considered cute, but because I was fat, being cute didn't mean nothing. So once I made it to high school, like the 11th grade, that's when I went from being like the ugly duckling into like the swan. Like, granted, I didn't wear name brand stuff, I never was into that, but you know, I didn't have all the new things. I didn't wear Jordans and, you know, a lot of the other stuff, but I was decent. But again, I did not have any friends, not none. Like, I had a few associates, and people would talk to me because I was smart. So I was the girl who did your homework and helped you with your projects, or you got in my group because you wanted to pass. Like, that's just who I was. And I hung out with the smart kids. Like, I graduated in the top 10 of my class, so I hung out with the other top 10 for the most part. It was a few, I say it's 1 or 2 people in the top 10 who I may have been friends, I was friends with like in middle school, but we kind of grew apart. So like, they was the popular girls, is what I did, and I was very comfortable with that. Like, you know, I was accepted there. Like, there was no judging, no nothing. And a lot of females wouldn't like me because they're like boyfriends like me, or the dudes they want to talk to would want to talk to me. So yeah, I had to stop because I had to go get my son, pick him up from the sitter. But anywho, just to sum it all up, I didn't really have no friends. So got to college, no one knew me, no one. I got to start all over, you know, so to speak. And because of being bullied in like middle school, like all throughout, no, I'm not even gonna lie, being bullied from like the 3rd grade to like high school, like till I graduated, because even then bitches didn't like me, nobody liked me. But I could be who I wanted to be. And you know, because of being bullied and whatnot, I was very shy. And I'm being very transparent. I only went to that school and picked my major because I had somebody else going with me. My friend went to that school, so we was going together. We were roommates, we had the same major, same everything. And she was like my security blanket because I didn't have to be by myself. And those of you who know me personally know that I didn't do anything by myself. I didn't go to the caf by myself. I didn't eat by myself. Like, it would be times where I would go back to my room starving because my friends had already went to the caf and ate, and I didn't have no one to eat with. So I went home hungry, and I would be starving. So thank God, you know, some nights I had food in my room, but I just would not do anything by myself. But you know, I met a group of girls, and we were cool. And it was weird because when we first got to school, you know, the freshmen come the week before and then everybody else come, and they took us to Walmart. So one of the girls I went to high school with, it was 3 of us from my high school who went to the same exact school. Well, we went to Walmart, and then that's how I met, I guess, my college friends. And we stayed, I'm not even gonna lie, everybody in that group, minus one person because she left after freshman year, we all stayed pretty much, we stayed cool throughout all 4 years of me being at Benedict, and that's what school I went to. And so we was all cool, you know, all cool throughout the years. except for my junior year. I want to say it may have been my junior year. I had fell out my junior or senior year, but I want to pull more towards my senior year. We fell out for some odd reason, and a lot of people tried to warn me of her because it was like she copied everything that I did. I'm not gonna say she didn't. Like, I'm gonna give her a benefit of doubt and say that, you know, everything that she did wasn't solely because of me. Maybe she already had those interests, but, you know, I was just a common person to share in those interests. But y'all, when I say the style of makeup, just wearing makeup, clothes, shoes, jewelry, hair, like whatever I did, I'm not even gonna lie, she did it. And, you know, I thought it was kind of cute because, you know, I never had like a sister or like one of those friends I could do this stuff with, so I really didn't pay it no mind. But going back and looking at the relationship, it was always some type of issue there, because when we would joke, she would not, like, we would joke and, you know, pick around, but it wasn't personal. She would dig down and be personal. Like, she would share stuff or slip up and say stuff that I told her that was just supposed to be between us, because, you know, like, we was that close. And those little side comments, the little sneak dissing, you know, like how you laugh and you hit people, that bitch would like hit me really hard, and sometimes I have to look at her like, girl, like, that hurt it. But, you know, I guess part of me just really wanted to have friends, because that's something I never really had. I didn't pay that no mind, but just being wiser and older, that bitch was jealous of me from day one. And that's just what it was. And, you know, sometime now, like, we're friends on Facebook. I like her pictures and comment. And we did have a brief period where we did kind of talk about the situation. We never really went into details exactly on what happened. And part of me still wanted to kind of be her friend, but the majority of me was like, leave that where it at. But we fell out. Not gonna lie, I would love to have a few friends, like people who are actually here with me, people I could do stuff with. But having friends just brings so much unnecessary drama, like just whole bunch of unnecessary stress. And I feel like some of the friends I have now, we're on different life paths. Like, I can't relate, because all of my friends are single and childless. I'm married with a child. Like, I feel like we're not really that relatable. And he just got married, so his wife and my husband always jokes that because we kind of awkward. I'm not gonna lie, my husband like, y'all want to be friends so bad that y'all don't even know how to do it. And I've been trying to reach out and talk to her more, but a lot of stuff I don't do because I ain't trying to be rejected. Like, I'd rather just make it seem like I don't want to talk to you, or not be your friend, or just act like I'm not interested in something just so I can't be rejected. But now that they're married, and she is a very, very ambitious young lady, and I'm gonna say young lady because she's younger than me, and she has life goals, a career. Like, she is my type of person, so I feel like I can relate to her more. And I would love for us to be friends and go shopping together, and have like these little, kind of like, you know how like a Tyler Perry, everybody, all the Americans got together and had like those little trips. Like, I would love to do stuff like that with them, because my husband and his cousin, they're like very close, very close, very close. And me and her, we're not there yet, but I can see it coming. Like, I don't know, I guess we're both not being shy anymore, and, you know, blah blah blah. But this bald thing is kind of all over the place. But yeah, just because of my life experiences, I'm not a social person. I don't seek to like make friends, and I overanalyze everything. Like how y'all see me get emotional. I talked about how they kicked me off the back porch and made me like run home. Like sometimes I can't sleep because I'm going back and I'm reevaluating everything that I done been through, like every situation. And my husband say I be setting myself up to be depressed and to be in these type of moods, but I can't help it. I can't help it. Like I'm trying to think of another example. Like I could say something, but when I say it, it's because I already had that conversation in my head 10 times already. Like everything, I don't speak unless I'm aware of how it's gonna come out. And sometimes when I be in conversations, I be overanalyzing and overthinking the conversation so much that I may stutter a little bit, or I may mix my words up or say the wrong word or say the wrong thing. And then after the conversation is over, it could be like 3 weeks. That conversation could have been 3 weeks ago. I would think about how I stuttered or how I messed up, and like that would really bother me. But again, that just goes back to that OCD personality disorder. And for those of you who really give a fuck, for those of you who really care, I'll leave a link where you can read about it or whatever. But I have just been, working on that and trying to stop. But my husband is so great with that, like so great. If he see that I'm down or like I need like some type of pick me up, that's what he'll do. Like my husband stay encouraging me, and he always says, you're way smarter than what you give yourself credit for. Like he always says, I never give myself enough credit. Like I just don't. Like he said, I downplay everything when it comes to me. And when it comes to stuff I want to do, I'm not as ambitious. But if I was helping someone else or trying to do it for someone else, then that I would put my all into it. And he's right. He's really right. Like when it comes to me, I guess because how I was treated when I was younger and the stuff I went through, I don't really value myself as I should. Like I guess things that I do is not important. Ideas I have, dreams, goals, like none of that is, I don't really see that as important or whatever. But I have been working on it and working on it and working on it, and changing stuff like that about you is not gonna happen in a week or a couple of months. Like especially when you have been living that way for years, like 10-15 years, it's gonna take some time to fix that. And I just been working on, in social work you would call it reframing, and I have just been reframing my thoughts and making them more positive. What's going on here? Just making all my thoughts and stuff more positive, and trying to be come on trying to be nice, good deed for the day. Now watch I be the one stuck at the light. But just trying to become more positive and have a better outlook on life. And since I've been doing that, I have been feeling a little bit better. I'm probably gonna regret sharing all of this in this video. I guarantee you, if I upload it, this is gonna bother me for some months. I guarantee you. I know it is. And I don't know, my youth, like doing stuff like this because I don't want to be judged, especially by my family, because I have been judged by them so much, like friends, people I went to school with, people in my hometown. I have not shared my video, and I know only a couple of people know that I actually do YouTube that's in my family. Only a select few people know, and I know that they know. It's probably a whole bunch of other people who know but just don't say nothing. Like I was shocked by one of the people who watched my videos and left a comment on my server, because she doesn't live in the same town that I lived in, but she's from the surrounding area. And I remember back in high school, it was kind of like a small conflict. It may have been not known to her that there was a conflict, but it was like a little smaller issue. But for her to be so supportive of my YouTube channel, I was like, wow. And all this time I kind of didn't like her because of someone else. But sometimes you live and you learn to let shit go, because having unnecessary drama and unneeded stress, that could kill you. Like stress really kills people, and I got a lot of living I want to do, so I ain't trying to die. Shared all of this for a reason, because I know this is gonna help somebody. I know I'm not the only person. And across another YouTuber's vlogging channel, and I kind of want to reach out to her, but I'm not really cool with her like that. I'm gonna pray, you know, I'm gonna pray on it and see if it's still on my heart. Then I'm gonna say something. But I feel we're in the same watch, and I will catch you guys in the next video.